You know what I'm starting to realize? It ain't nothing but the rich versus the poor, bro. That's it. Ain't nothing in between.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
Every day I come outside, go to the store, somebody asking me for money. Do you want to donate to my basketball team? The answer is no. I'm in Publix the other day. I'm checking out. They're like, do you want to donate to some cause? I'm like, no. I got to go out. I just came to get some laundry detergent, bro. Going into the store, people asking me for bread. In the store, you asking me for more bread. Leaving the store, y'all asking me for bread. Like, America, what the fuck is going on? This shit is draining. This is draining every day. Somebody asking you for cheese. And I'm just talking about strangers right now. I'm not even talking about family, associates, friends. We're just talking about strangers. Like, this shit is give, take. As much as you could take from a, come on, bruh. I'm like, can I just have a day where nobody asks me for nothing? I already pay a bill probably every day. It's an email. Thanks for your payment. Y'all want more bread? This shit pissing me off. And I really be smooth with it. I be trying to really talk to people, smile, be nice. But y'all asking for bread, y'all really about to make me get mad.
The American dream is debt. Let's talk about it. All of the aspects of the typical American dream is literally debt. Going to that incredible university, the private out-of-state university or the Ivy League university, you have 6 figures of debt. Driving that nice car, you have a 4-figure car note. Having a mortgage, you're locked into a 30-year loan. If you want affordable health insurance or a 401k, you need to work in that 9 to 5. If you don't want to be screwed by the tax people, you need to get married and have kids. The American dream is to be in debt and to have so many dependents that you have no choice but to work and work and work until you literally can't work anymore and have no choice but to retire. That is the American dream. And we're also taught socially to subconsciously look down on people who choose alternative paths. People who are more free than the average person, people who choose not to have children, who choose not to get married, who choose not to work in corporate, people who choose to go to community college or trade school instead of getting, like up to 6 figures of debt at a university. People who choose to drive beaters or to buy used cars instead of brand new cars off the lot. Those people are looked down upon because that is not in line with the American dream, which is to get as much debt as you can so that you don't have a choice but to work. It's just something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Like, the American dream is literally just you getting into debt. So
you mean to tell me that nowadays $20 is worth this? A 10-piece bucket combo. So I'm about to spend an hour of my life to get a 10-piece bucket combo. Yo, I don't know. I don't know what America is doing, yo. And like everybody's gonna feel this, bruh. From the only person that's probably not gonna really feel it is the billionaires out there. Real talk. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's sad, and I feel like they really want to put the planet. They want to put the people into like a deep like depression, because they want everybody to stress over finances, bro. It's crazy.
We gotta chat. What the hell are we gonna do? America, we have a problem. I refuse to pay $10 for eggs. I don't even like eggs like that. Why the hell am I doing that? I would not. I just need it for cooking. Something has to give. And when you think about it, capitalism is doing this, is setting prices because they can. And I feel like the only way we can stop this is to take a reference out of France and start a revolution. Not give in to overconsumption or capitalism, which is very hard to do. Trust me, I definitely get that. But the more we resist, I feel like eventually they will back down. Me and my friend, we have this conversation all the time, how Years from now, probably when I'm no longer here, generations down the line, maybe in the year 3000, I feel like there isn't going to be a government. And it's kind of going to revert back to borrowing and trading, where money wouldn't be a thing. And I kind of wish we were in that predicament now, because when you think about it, it would help with the environment. Things will be getting recycled, reused more often than what it is now. I don't know. I just feel like we're living in hell, and just trying to survive is there's like no bare minimum. It's crazy. And I feel like eventually the whole economy is going to collapse if it hasn't. And I just wonder, like, what if everybody cannot afford everything? They're gonna have to give in. They have to, like, some way or another. Now, I'm not for violence, but I feel like protesting and shaking things up definitely changes the route of history. I mean, hello, we've seen it time and time again in history books. These are just my thoughts. What do you guys think for the future of the economy and inflation and the government?
Bullshit. I don't care who the fuck told you this shit, but it ain't true. Everything in this world costs money. Your time costs money. Your life costs money. Even when you die, it costs money. And before you go all crazy, yes, I understand the saying. I'm not sitting here and saying that you should sell your soul over the money, but it's fucking important. And the way how this economy is set up right now and how things are so damn expensive, your basic needs revolves around how much money you make. So that shit better be one of your most top priorities. Because I'm telling you, me specifically, if that shit not paying, I'm not doing. Because honestly, I'm at work more than I'm home. So if you think that I'm not going to do anything that's not about the money, you're fucking crazy.
You know how they say if you win the lottery, there'd be signs? With me, I don't think there would be signs. I think it would be simple American dream things that I'd finally be fulfilling. For example, if I'd go to the gas station, I wouldn't stop at $20. I would fill the whole gas tank up. Then I'd have a peace of mind of like, when am I going to go back on E? I don't know. I don't have to worry about it. Got a full tank. The next thing I would do is schedule like dentist appointments, doctor appointments. I haven't been to the dentist in a few years and I need to get in there. There wouldn't even be anything wrong with my teeth. I would just want to be like, you know what? Do the x-rays. I still have my wisdom teeth in. Maybe let's take those out. Go to the doctor appointments and just be like, hey, let's just do a normal checkup. See how I'm doing because I haven't been here in a while. Next, I would find like farmers markets. Farmers markets are super cheap, but every time I go, I never like buy anything because I'm always so broke. I'd be loading up getting like fresh fruit and vegetables instead of buying the frozen stuff at the store. Then I'd pay my fiance's truck off. And I wouldn't be like, yeah, let's go trade it in and get something different. No, it's just paid off. Great. These are like simple American dream things that people are striving for. And I don't think I would be out there buying new vehicles, new houses, none of that. I would just be like, hey, let's pay 2 months rent. Let's get that done out of the way so we're not stressing. It's crazy how the American dream is like hard. It's not even a reality for anyone anymore.
I don't know if this was Trump's intention or not, but it's my intention. This is what seems to make the most sense to me. I don't know if he thought this far ahead. I don't know if he thought that China was going to be out here sanctioning bootleg American products, goods, and services. But this is where we are. So now it's time for American corporations to prove that they are the best. And if you're not the best, then we're not the best. Are we the best or not? But this is a great opportunity for the cost of living to come down. Y'all are the ones who are supporting this high cost of living now by your excessive consumerism. Stop spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on these goods that are made in China for a couple bucks just to prove to people who don't give a damn about you that you matter. You still don't matter to them. It doesn't matter what kind of bag you're carrying. It doesn't matter what corpse's hair you wearing on your head. It doesn't matter what the tag is on your jacket. None of that matters. People who don't respect you still won't respect you no matter how much you spend on your clothes, okay?
Okay, so ever since I went to Europe at 16, 17, I don't remember the exact age, but ever since I went to Europe in high school, I have always wondered why every single currency is so much more interesting than United States currency. Like, It's a boring old fucking white man. That's it. This is not imaginative. But when I went to Europe and I went to England, Italy, and France, their currency is like, it's got all these fucking designs and shit. And I was at work tonight, right? And I sat with this customer who was from New Zealand. And I was like, hey, like, what's your currency there? Like, what do you guys call it? What does it look like? Like, I'm just genuinely curious. And he was like, oh, I'll just give you some fucking New Zealand currency. Bitch, what is this? Why is every single fucking currency so much goddamn cooler than the United States? You can look through this shit. It's fucking see-through. And he said this is like a fucking, I don't know, a kiwi bird? I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if he was just like jerking my dick around or what, but apparently that's what it is. The fucking queen is on the back. There are flowers and shit. Bitch, this is our currency. I'm jealous. Like, I have currency from England, from France, from Italy, from Australia, and now New Zealand, and all of them are fucking prettier. United States, what the fuck is up with this? This is shit. In the interest of fairness, because this New Zealand currency, right, says 20. So here's a US 20. Still a fucking boring old white man. That's it. That's it. Genuinely, if anybody is like a history major or a history person or anything like that, if there's a genuine answer as to why US currency is shit and everywhere else is like fucking pretty as hell, I would love to know the answer, truly.
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
I don't talk about it enough, but I hate money. Like, I hate money so bad. It's the worst thing ever. But that's what capitalism does. It makes you want to get rich because without money, you're miserable. And that's not fair, and that's why I don't like money. But I know in order to not be miserable and want to KYS, I need money. And that makes me sad. I just wish I could live life without money. I wish I could just go around and pick fruit and be nice to people, and people be nice to you regardless of how much money you have. But you can't, because money is everything, bro. Fart noise. It just makes me sad. It makes me angry more than sad now that I think of it, because it's like, why do I need this fake thing that you guys made up in order to survive, let alone be happy?
Another thing, don't ask me about the post office. If you want to know how it go down in there that bad, take your ass, go apply and go find out. One thing I would say is if you do apply and you want to be a carrier, you're going to start off as a city carrier assistant, which is basically another word for slave. You're going to work on Sundays and your middle name is going to be Amazon Prime, because you ain't never going to be home on a Sunday again. Until you get your foot in it. Don't do it. If you was thinking about it, don't fucking do it.
Bro, the cost of living is so stupid, it actually pisses me off to think about. Because ain't no way, bro. I'm at the store and a gallon of milk is like $3, $4, $5. What? There's no way I go get some gas and a gallon of gas is almost $4, $5? Huh? Hey, G, I'm blue right now, G, because all of this shit, bro, it's so ridiculous just because, bro, the cost of living is all the way up here, but the wages that job pay is all the way down here. They make you have to work double, triple, quadruple just to live, bro. And I don't know if people really be thinking about it, G. We wake up every single day to pay to live. Like this shit wasn't free once upon a time. Who idea was this? You feel me? It ain't even that we have to pay to live. It's the amount. Like, bro, it's 1-bedroom cribs and apartments out here for $1,500. What? a $1,500 apartment, bro. And then the old heads be thinking that they had it easier than what we did. Fuck no. Y'all had way cheaper than we.
Everyone who is old, you guys have to have some empathy for the young people. Most young people want to work. They want to work on their future. They want to build a life for themselves and those that they care about. Have some empathy. Things have changed since you were young. So many things have changed, and you have to understand that. The world is not stagnant. It's constantly in motion. So as the times change, we have to change, especially our approach to life and how to achieve our goals and various things like that. That is what we have to do. And the fact of the matter is that we have to work twice as hard as you did when you were young, because things are twice as expensive. It's that simple. So you have to understand that. Inflation, the cost of living is just crazy right now. And you have to understand that. Put yourself in their shoes. The cost of food, the cost of housing, the cost of schooling, and all of these things is a lot higher than in the 90s and early 2000s. So you have to understand that and adapt with the times.
I know I could not be the only person that feels this way. I'm just sick of working. I just feel like we work entirely way too much in America. It's insane. It's like you don't even have time to almost brush your teeth completely. Yes, it's like your life consists of work, sleep, repeat. Work, sleep, repeat. It's like a robot. And it's exhausting. You become irritable. Like there's been times where I have went from 0 to 100 because I don't want to be bothered. And I don't feel bad about it. And I don't know if it's because like I'm an introvert, so that might play a part in it. But the type of job that I have to speak. I have to be friendly. I have to be cordial. I have to smile. Basically what I'm saying is that I'm overstimulated. And sometimes if you say the wrong thing to me, you don't say the wrong thing to me. Let's just start there. Y'all, I just want a PRN job with full-time benefits. Nothing more, nothing less. Or a part-time job with full-time benefits. The system has failed us. I mean, there's no reason why. I have spoke to a lot of people with degrees, and even people with degrees are struggling to maintain. So I can only imagine like the person who's working at McDonald's or the person who's working at Wendy's or the person, like it's hard, and it should not be this hard. People can't even spend time with their family. It's outrageous. If we're not in slavery, I don't know what is. Like it's gotten to the point where I'm literally about to call Harriet Tubman, because what? I'm about to call her, and I don't want to call her, but I'm gonna have to call Harriet Tubman because it's no way. I feel like we are going back to slavery. I've been saying this. You don't see what's happening? Just look around you and look about the evolution of how things have rapidly spread. They are doing self-checkout. Why? Because they want to eliminate jobs. They're creating all this technology to eliminate people from the workforce. So they can have, first of all, robots are much faster than people. And they don't require breaks. Like a lot of these factory workers might be getting replaced by robots. They already started with Walmart with this self-checkout bullshit, and it's only going to continue. It's only going to get worse. I hate to be the one to say it, but it is what it is. And people just don't understand the circumstances that we're currently in, and they don't understand where we're heading. Like, we need to stop this. It's 7 billion of us. If we all collectively decide not to work and to, advocate for higher pay and just healthy work conditions, we can do it. But little old me can't stop this, can't make a change. But if I can have all of y'all and we can unite and we can make this. We can make this. Like, we could do this. We're stronger together.
So what's the biggest scam in America? I'll go first. The fact that when you sign a new lease, your rent automatically goes up. Your rent goes up, but your money doesn't. So you're not even getting paid enough to actually pay these rent increases. That's like so crazy to me.
Did y'all see that video with Donald Trump sitting in the Oval Office with Charles Schwab? Did you hear how he was bragging that Charles Schwab just made $980 million on the stock market? And I don't know who the guy standing next to Charles Schwab was, but he made more, over $1 billion, he said. They're just bragging and laughing and giggling it up. All his billionaire friends are so excited. How excited are you to go to the grocery store? How excited are you to see your electric bill next month? How excited are you to see the gas prices that are going to come out in the coming days? Are you just as excited as Charles Schwab? Did you make almost $1 billion on the stock market when it crashed? Probably not, because you didn't know that it was going to crash and then go right back up. You got to have that insider trading. But you should be excited for Charles Schwab, because even though he's probably one of the richest men in the world, yeah, he just got richer, literally, overnight. And that's all thanks to your president.
So I want to know, they're eliminating birthright citizenship, right? They're deporting all of the laborers, but at the same time, they're inviting rich people to move into the country to do what? What are they going to come here and do? If they're coming to do business, who are they going to be hiring? The people that they're firing in the federal departments? Because some of these people, make it make sense. I am all about the make it make sense. I understand what the man is doing, because the man is a businessman. The man is privatizing the country. Bit by bit, he's selling it off. But make it make sense. If you're going to be selling the country, right, to rich people have to hire people in order for their business to continue. So who are they going to hire? The cheap labor that they're going to hire that is going to make the business run. You see, I understand what the man is, The man is a businessman. The man sold the country for $250 million so he could have a little shadow president. But at the same time, I want to know who is going to be working for these rich people that is now coming to go play on his golf courses. I understand the whole concept of the business that the man is running. But you see, a lot of you not understanding that this man is basically operating this country like one of his businesses. And guess what happened to many of his businesses? They failed. So I am just here looking at the show and I'm saying to myself, who wrote this script of America? Because right now, this right here is the greatest comedy show ever. How can people take this country seriously when right now we have an entrepreneur in the Oval Office selling off the country? $5 million gets you a green card, but not just a regular green card, the gold green card. Yeah, it's like the American Express black card, but only thing is $5 million green card. People, whoever put this man into office, y'all really, I hope at this point in your life, you're understanding the decision that you made. Because at the end of the day, it's either rich or poor. And a lot of you who put him in office are poor and will be poorer. So one thing I could say, find a way to be rich. Because, girl, poverty in America is about to become more. Anyway, y'all, have a great day. One more day in this comedy show that we all live in. Have a great one.
All right, I'm finna give y'all a scenario. this woman, she went on a date with a man and he was rich. Like, he picked her up in a limousine. He was a gentleman. She didn't have to lift a finger. He was interested in conversation. He had everything going on for him. And this woman, she in her prime. She bad. She own it. She making money. She doing everything. Like, and she done met this man who got everything, and he living, and he just treated her like a queen, basically. So she met this other nigga. He broke. Like, he come from a middle class family, but he ain't got no money. He ain't on nothing worth talking about. And he tell her, okay, well, I ain't got that much money, but I'm finna go play this guitar somewhere, and then you help me. He playing the guitar for the people. She feeling good. She collecting the money in the hat with the people. And then, like, she feel like she didn't have a good time. And then her and the man go eat $5 tacos after. Who y'all think the lady gonna pick? She gonna pick the broke one, because she felt like she had to work for it. And psychology says when you work for something, you have a deeper connection to it. But in all reality, that nigga went nothing but like broke. Versus the rich one who had everything going on for him and was treating her like a queen, and she didn't have to do nothing but live and exist. She didn't feel no connection to that because she felt like she didn't have to work for it. And that comes from an unhealed place. Us in society, people, period, we feel like when we don't have to work for things, that it's not valuable or we don't deserve it. But that all comes from an unhealed place, because in reality, you do deserve it. I'm gonna give y'all one more example. Y'all know the Betty Crocker instant cakes. Like, at first they didn't sell because that's all you had to do was add water to them. Like, that's it. So people was like, nah, I ain't buying it. That's too easy to make. So they took them cakes up off the market. They replaced the cakes with the same cake, but they took the milk ingredients and they took the egg ingredients out and made people work harder to do the cakes. Now the cakes everywhere. Everybody buy these cakes. Everybody feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do these cakes and da-da-da-da. But it's still the same cake. You just have to work harder for that so you feel like you deserve it. That's how you go in life. Don't go picking no broke nigga because you feel like you have to work hard for him. Like, you... Because in reality, he's still nothing. Like, versus the rich man who was treating you like a queen. It ain't even about him being rich. It's about, and we ain't even gonna say he's rich in just money. He's rich in spirit, in consciousness, in his body, in everything. Versus the one who's broke, who's insecure, who's making you feel like you have to build him up. Like, oh, well, he ain't have nothing, I'm helping him while he down. No, don't do that. You shouldn't have to help nobody or build them up. That should already be built up. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, y'all get where I'm trying to go? And I got one more example. Okay, let's say your friend just went and bought a car. This car is raggedy. It's almost not worth nothing. But your friend had to work hard as fuck for this car. Like, she didn't work for this car. Like, she wanted it. She needed it. Like, she worked hard as she could for this car, and she finally got it. Your friend may feel like this car is a motherfucking Ferrari. Whole time it's nothing but just a raggedy car. But because she worked hard for it, she feel like this car is something. But in our reality, the car is still nothing. That's how we correlate with niggas, with life, with everything. You shouldn't have to work so hard for something to build somebody up so much just to feel as if you deserve it. No, you should already feel worthy of it. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
Fun fact, back in the 1700s, people in the U.S. territories were so poor, and there was only like a very small percentage of rich people, very similar to how it is today. And you know what they would do? The landlords were abusing them so much that they would kidnap their landlords, okay? Hold them for ransom, torture them, whatever, until they would lower the rent. Yeah. And they would loot and riot. Yeah. This is what poor white people did to try and get some social justice. Very interesting. Very interesting. We don't learn these things in school.
This is nothing new, honestly. This is nothing new, guys. It's always been the rich versus the poor. And I have a question for you guys. Would you rather be poor today than in the 1800s? Which one? Poor today versus the 1800s?
Some of y'all owe your parents an apology. Y'all really out here spinning the narrative that y'all out here by yourself and you ain't got nobody to help you. When you know that if your life was about to get cut off, they would help you. Look, you don't have to apologize because your parents actually give a shit about you. And they're doing their fucking job. Some of y'all would rather paint your parents as deadbeats just to prove that you're independent. Stop glorifying the struggle because the rich ain't struggling. And they for damn sure ain't glorifying it either. Their parents helped them their whole life. And I'm gonna give you an example. So back when I was a finance manager, I had a client come in. She had just graduated from medical school. She just became a doctor and she wanted to trade in her Lexus for a Range Rover. Now her parents had bought her the Lexus brand new, but after it was all said and done, they would owe an extra $60,000 for the new Range Rover. Financing wasn't a problem, but her mom wanted to know how much would she save if she just paid cash. So after her mom asked that question, she was like, "Mom, I don't have an extra $60,000 laying around." Her mama sat straight up in that chair and was like, "But I do." When I tell you, I gagged.
I'm going to say this one more time, and probably 10 million more times. The only thing that matters in the United States is rich versus poor. That's it. The media will keep convincing you that it's black versus white, that it's Republican versus Democrat, that it's red versus blue. They're really fixated on colors. And they know that if they can get you fixated on colors, they can keep all the little poor people fighting. Now, look directly at the rich people, not that person that makes $500,000 a year. That's a ton of money. But that's not who we're talking about. We're talking about the people that make $5 to $10 to $20 to $50 to $100 million plus. The reason is one of those people could make up the tax indifference of thousands of the poor people. So again, I'll tell you, if you start going into these little fights of I'm a boomer and I hate Gen Z, you fell into the trap. If you're a Gen Xer who hates Gen Alpha, you're falling into the trap. If you're a white person that says, "Oh, these black people," if you're a black person that says, "Oh, these white people," congrats. They got you. They got you. You're a little mouse that's stuck in their little web that they've weaved for you. It's rich versus poor. And if you make less than $1 million a year, congrats. You might be more comfortable than the rest of us poor people, but you're still on our side.
Baby, I'm just say this and I'm uploading another video another time because it's just, like I said, it's just too much going on. But 2025, from now all the way till next election, if there even be another fucking election, if he don't fucking take over and it become a fucking dictatorship, fucking oligarchy, all that. But everything that's going on now, it just shows how the poor is going to stay poor and the rich is going to continue to get richer. There's no in between. Like, it's either you got it or you fucking don't. They're not trying to see nobody make no money, nobody win or nothing. So all we can do is just stay strong. We've been through this shit before. And just stay prayed up.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.